Well, as I'm learning from Sergeant Ashley Hartin, friendy, the employers will hold the job unless you don't have a job going in or you switch jobs, in which case the job isn't going to be there for you when you actually get out. Now, in the case of Sergeant Ashley Hartin, you started back in 2003 in the Guard, right?
I actually started in 1996 with the Guard, left, went to Iraq in 2003, came back in 2004. From there I went on active duty. I was stationed down at Fort Benning, came back from Fort Benning in 2011, just last year. Been home for a year, but I've transitioned back to the National Guard where I've been working as an instructor only on orders, and now that due to budget cuts, those jobs are going away.
Right now, even though the Guard is, they always say part-time, and it's not a full-time regular Army, but you are technically working full-time for the Guard, at least on these temporary orders.
Exactly. Right now, I'm considered full-time with the Guard, but it's only on orders. It's not permanent. And in fact, like I said, it's being cut.
Now, you're a great example. We were talking here before we got in the air. Obviously, you're going to be transitioning out. You're going to be looking for employment, and you've been in the Guard and the Army long enough. Your MOS or your job classification is infantry, so it means you can shoot the heck out of an M16. But how does that really impact a civilian employer? Your other subset is combat engineer, and so there's things you can apply what you've learned in the military to day to day in corporate America.
Exactly. A lot of the stuff we do in the military, as you build your career in the military, you learn a lot of leadership skills, a lot of great leadership skills. Sometimes you don't always get leadership from higher ups. You have to be innovative in what you do in the military. Especially overseas, you have to work with what you've got. So as a leader, you need to be able to take a situation and turn it from something bad into something good. So being able to think outside the box is definitely a great skill that we've learned in the military.
Now, you, part of your combat engineer, you would build buildings, you would build bridges, you'd kind of get there, and they'd say, we need to get there, and it was up to you to make all that happen.
Definitely. We have to do a lot of construction projects overseas. We're building our own living spaces. We'll go out, we'll build our own gyms. We'll build vehicles that we can take out on the battlefield. We'll set them up with the equipment that we need to accomplish the missions on the battlefield. So a lot of construction type things that we just have to do to make our lives better.
All right, Sergeant, so you're one of the 1,100 folks who are in the military, vets who are transitioning back into the civilian world here today, looking hopefully to get some employment. There's 90 employers here. One of the requirements for the employers is they had at least 5 positions, if not more, open. So the folks here is not just a job fair handing out business cards. These are folks who actually are looking to fill positions and have said, hey, you know what? These men and women who not only have stepped up and protected our freedom and served as heroes, but they also have some great skills that you don't get in college, because I don't think, at least in my school, I did not build a bridge, did not drive a tank, did not shoot an M16, I did not lead a squad into battle. However, you've got those skills that you really can apply to the civilian world.
Yes, college definitely was not that exciting. J1.1 has done a great job of helping me with my resume, setting it up, transitioning the things that I've done in the military and learned into the civilian crafts. So I really appreciate everything that they've done for us to help us out with this.
Sergeant Ashley Hartin, man, thank you for your service to the country, and hopefully we'll get you a spot even maybe today. And if you are looking for employment, if you're a service member, a vet, whether you're in the Guard, the Air Guard, regular Army, you find yourself saying, I got to find a gig. Today here in the Solomon Building on Fort Jackson, the free job fair, partnering, of course, with Watch Fox and the J11 of the National Guard and the United States Chamber of Commerce. Employers are here. There is no cost. You can walk in, no pre-registration necessary. There's folks here, and we're going to get into this big old fancy equipment behind us, the H2H jobs. We're going to talk about that in a couple of seconds. This thing has got 600,000 positions.
Wow.
Yes, 600K positions, friendy, in this database.
Awesome.
We're going to take a little walk through that in a few minutes. But that's one of the tools that we're trying to utilize here to transition from, being a hero, from wearing that BDU every day to wearing a suit every day.
Absolutely.
And again, the job fair is happening all day today. It's free to get in. Employers looking for jobs. Please come down, get on the base, come on to the Solomon Building, come in. There's refreshments and a ton of folks who are looking to hire these men and women who have served our country so proudly. Friendy?
Awesome.